No deal. No deal for Vlad Jr. and the Toronto Blue Jays. This is a storyline that I've kept my eyes on because of the fact that I've followed Vlad Jr. really since the beginning. His dad was one of my favorite players as a kid, and Vlad Jr. got to see a lot of him in Buffalo when he was working his way up. That's my hometown. Was able to watch him kind of go through the system, even when he was pudgy and going through the weight issues and stuff like that. I felt like he was a true prodigy, and I knew once he got the opportunity to be a part of a major league roster, he wasn't going to look back, and he hasn't. Now, you look at the career, what he has done thus far. He's one of the best hitters in the game, and Toronto is having a real hard time, working a new contract for him. And I gotta say, I think the news today that Vlad is on the outs with Toronto and that they weren't able to get a contract done, I think it just goes to show you that Toronto has a very hard time retaining players and bringing players in. I love Toronto. It's a great city, great baseball park, to be honest with you. I love the Rogers Center, but it's got to be some sort of international issue as to why players really just don't like playing there. I can't really describe it. They don't have that issue in hockey, clearly, but they do in baseball. And I wonder if it's just because the season is so much longer in baseball in comparison to other sports, in comparison to football, in comparison to hockey, in comparison to basketball. Out of the four major sports, it's just longer, and the travel is tough. So I think Vlad Jr. is gone. I would not be shocked if he went to a big market team or out west in general, just to maybe join his father's legacy of going from Canada to LA, just like Vlad Sr. did. Will he find himself in San Francisco or with the Angels or, God forbid, the Dodgers? Because the Dodgers have added so much talent over the last few years. The last thing they need is more talent. So it's going to be interesting. Vlad Jr., more likely than not, will be a free agent in 2026 with this news, and I'm very curious to see where he ends up.